अग्ना विष्णु अग्ना विष्णु सजोषसे मावर्धन्तु वाङ्गिरः द्युम्नैर्वाजेभिरागतम् वाजश्च मे प्रसवश्च मे प्रगतिश्च मे प्रसिद्धिश्च मे धीरिश्च मे क्रतुश्च मे स्वरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे शुभश्च मे प्राणश्च मे पानश्च मे ज्ञानश्च मे सुश्च मे चित्तं च महाधीतं च मे वाक् च मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रं च मे दक्षश्च मे बलं च मकोजश्च मे सहश्च आयुश्च मे जरा च आत्मा च मे तनुश्च मे कर्म च मे वर्म च मे गानि च मे स्थानि च मे परुगुंसि च मे शरीराणि च मे ज्येष्ठं च आधिपत्यं च मे मन्युश्च मे भामश्च मे मश्च मे म्भश्च मे झेमा च मे महिमा च मे परिमा च मे प्रधिमा च मे पश्मा च मे द्राघुया च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगश्च मे धनं च मे वशश्च मे द्विषश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमानं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुगं च मे सुपथं च मगद्धं च मरुद्धिश्च मे क्लुप्तं च मे क्लुप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे ॐ शं च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मे नु कामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणं च मे यन्ता च मे भक्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संविश्च मे ज्ञातं च मे सुश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे क्षीरं च मे लयश्च मरुतं च मे अमृतं च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नामयश्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे अमित्रं च मे अभयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सुषा च मे सुदिनं च मे. One more time, work to me. Now try to do it perfectly, please. Okay. Pay attention to this swara. Shanchame. Om Shanchame Mayashchame Priyanchame Nukamaschame Kamaschame Saumanasachame Bhadram Chame Shreyashchame Vasyashchame Yashashchame Bhagaschame Dravinam Chame Yantachame Tarkachame Kshemaschtame Tridishchame Vishwam Chame Mahashchame Samvishchame Yatram Chame Sushchame Prasushchame Siram Chame Layashchamarutam Chame Amrutam Chame Yakshmam Chame Ramayashchame Jivatushchame Dikayutvam Chame Namitram Chame Abhayam Chame सुखं च मे शयनं च मे सुषा च मे सुदिनं च मे
ओम शांति 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 ऊर्ज मे सूनृता च मे మేకిందుందా ऊर्ज में is flat no yeah ऊर्ज में सूनृता च मे
ऊर्ज में सूनृता च मे ऊर्ज में सूनृता च मे
सूनृता च मे
सूनृता च मे सूनृता च मे
पयश्च मे रसश्च मे
पयश्च मे रसश्च मे पयश्च मे रसश्च मे
घृतं च मे मधु च मे
घृतं च मे मधु च मे घृतं च मे मधु च मे
सद्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे
सद्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे सद्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे
कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे
कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे
जैत्रं च औद्भिद्यं च मे
जैत्रं च औद्भिद्यं च मे जैत्रं च औद्भिद्यं च मे
जैत्रं च औद्भिद्यं च मे
जैत्रं च औद्भिद्यं च मे जैत्रं च औद्भिद्यं च मे
रयिश्च मे रायश्च मे
रयिश्च मे रायश्च मे रयिश्च मे रायश्च मे
पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे
पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे
विभु च मे प्रभु च मे
विभु च मे प्रभु च मे विभु च मे प्रभु च मे
बहु 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 च मे भूयश्च मे
बहु च मे भूयश्च मे बहु च मे भूयश्च मे
पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे
पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे
करेक्ट पूर्णं च मे
पूर्णतरं च मे
पूर्णतरं च मे
पूर्णतरं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे
पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे
पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे
अक्षितिश्च मे
अक्षितिश्च मे अक्षितिश्च मे
So when you chant it, the A will not be pronounced, right? So when you get Purnadaran cha me kshedescha me
पूर्णतरं च मे
kshedescha me
पूर्णतरं च मे
kshedescha me kuyavascha me nancha me
भूयवाश्च मे नञ्च मे भूयवाश्च
annam, so annam is merged in that, right? Kuyavascha me annancha me.
Kuyavascha me annancha me. Kuyavascha me annancha me.
Akshutcha me akshutcha me.
Akshutcha me. Akshutcha me.
Vrihayascha me.
Vrihayascha me. Vrihayascha me.
Yavascha me.
Yavascha me. Yavascha me.
Masascha me.
Masascha me. Masascha me.
Tilascha me. Tilascha me.
Tilascha me. Tilascha me.
Mudgascha me.
Mudgascha me. Mudgascha me.
Khalvascha me.
Kalvascha me. Kalvascha me.
Godhumascha me.
Godumascha me. Godumascha me.
Masurascha me.
Masurascha me. Masurascha me.
Priyangavascha me.
Priyangavascha me. Priyangavascha me.
Anavascha me.
Anavascha me. Anavascha me.
Shyamakascha me.
Shyamakascha me. Shyamakascha me.
Nivarascha me.
Nivarascha me. Nivarascha me.
Now we'll do the pieces again and then full, okay? Urcha me sunruta cha me.
Urcha me sunruta cha me. Urcha me sunruta cha me.
Payascha me rasascha me.
Payascha me rasascha me. Payascha me rasascha me.
Ghritancha me madhucha me.
Ghritam cha me madhu cha me. Ghritam cha me madhu cha me.
Saddhischa me sapitischa me.
Saddhischa me sapitischa me. Saddhischa me sapitischa me.
Krishischa me vrishtischa me.
Vrishishcha me vrishtischa me. Vrishishcha me vrishtischa me.
Jaitrancha maudbhidyancha me.
Chaitram cha ma'audvidyam cha me. Chaitram cha ma'audvidyam cha me.
Rayischa me rayascha me.
Rayischa me rayascha me. Rayischa me rayascha me.
Pushtancha me pushtischa me.
Pushtam cha me pushtischa me. Pushtam cha me pushtischa me.
Vibhucha me prabhucha me bahucha me.
Vibhucha me prabhucha me bahucha me. Vibhucha me prabhucha me bahucha me.
Bhuyascha me.
Bhuyascha me. Bhuyascha me.
Purnancha me purnatarancha me.
Purnam cha me purnataram cha me. Purnam cha me purnataram cha me.
Kshitishcha me.
Kshitishcha me. Kshitishcha me.
Akshetescha. See, I'm saying A without saying it. Akshetescha, instead of A, you have to say the A internally, okay? So it's latent, doesn't become Purnatarancha me kshetescha me.
Purnataram cha me kshitischa me. Purnataram cha me kshitischa me.
Koyavascha me nancha me kshucha me.
Kuyavascha me nam cha me chuscha me. Kuyavascha me nam cha me chuscha me.
Vrihayascha me.
Vrihayascha me. Vrihayascha me.
Yavascha me masascha me.
Yavascha me masascha me. Yavascha me masascha me.
Masascha me is down, huh? Yavascha me masascha me.
Yavascha me masascha me. Yavascha me masascha me.
Tilascha me.
Tilascha me. Tilascha me.
Mudgascha me khalvascha me. Huh? Mudga is the only one that doesn't have the dirgha swartam, okay? Mudgascha me khalvascha me.
Mudgascha me kalvascha me. Mudgascha me kalvascha me.
Yeah. Mudga. Okay? So when you this is the only one that doesn't have dirgha swaritam. Just you pay attention. Everything before Mudgaschame, from Yavaschame, may will be down. After Mudgaschame, may will be flat. Just pay attention to that. That's the simple way to remember that. Okay? So if you look at, see, when I chant this, Vrihayascha me yavascha me masascha me priyangavascha sartilascha me mudgascha me khalvascha me godhumascha me masurascha me priyangavascha me navascha me syamakascha me nivara. Please chant it. Vrihayascha me.
Yavascha me masascha me. Tilascha me mudgascha me kalvascha me. Godumascha me masurascha me. Priyangavascha me navascha me. Shamakascha me nivarascha me.
Hello, I say Sairam. Let's start with Vrihayascha me again. Vrihayascha me.
Yavascha me masascha me. Tilascha me mudgascha me kalvascha me. Godumascha me masurascha me. Priyangavascha me navascha me. Shamakascha me nivarascha me.
So I'll chant the whole mantra and then you can follow me. Urcha me sunruta cha me pajascha me rasascha me ghritancha me madhu cha me sag सिद्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे जैत्रञ्च और्भिद्यञ्च मे रयिश्च मे राजश्च मे पुष्टञ्च मे पुष्टिश्च मे विभुच मे प्रभुच मे बहुच मे भूयश्च मे पूर्णञ्च मे पूर्णतरञ्च मे क्षितिश्च मे कूयवाश्च मे नञ्च मे क्षुश्च मे व्रीहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे माशाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे मुद्गाश्च मे खल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मसुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मे नवश्च मे श्यामाकाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे. Yes, sir. व्रीहयश्च मे व्रीहयश्च मे okay, correct. व्रीहयश्च मे. Did I say व्रीहयश्च मे? व्रीहयश्च मे. व्रीहयश्च मे. Oh, then let me check. One second. Give me 1 second. Om Sri Sai Ram. Vrihayascha me. One second, Sai Ram. We all don't need to consult with each other. If you can just give me one quick second, I'll figure it out. Let me check a couple of other sources. Vrihayascha me. Vriha, not vrihi. If it is vrihi, please correct it. Vrihayascha me. You want me to chant the whole mantra again so there is no confusion? Huh? Okay. Urcha me sunruta cha me payascha me rasascha me ghritancha me madhucha me saddhischa me sapitischcha me krishishcha me vrishtischa me jaitrancha audbhidyancha me rayischa me rajascha me pushtancha me pushtischa me vibhucha me prabhucha me bahucha me भूयश्च मे पूर्णञ्च मे पूर्णतरञ्च मे क्षितिश्च मे कूयवाश्च मे नञ्च मे क्षुश्च मे व्रीहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे माशाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे मुद्गाश्च मे खल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मसुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मे नवश्च मे श्यामाकाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे. In a starting trouble. Urcha me sonrata cha me
payascha me rasascha me ghritancha me madhucha me saddhischa me sapitischcha me krishishcha me vrishtischa me jaitrancha aubhidyancha me rayischa me rayascha me pushtancha me pushtischa me vibhucha me prabhucha me bahucha me bhuyascha me purnancha me purnatarancha me kshitischa me kuyavascha me nancha me shuscha me vrihayascha me yava जन्माष्टमी कल्पाष्टमी गोधूमाष्टमी मसुराष्टमी प्रियंगवष्टमी नमष्टमी श्यामाकाष्टमी नीवाराष्टमी
मे down illa. Urcha me sunruta cha me. Me is not down, no? Okay. Urcha me
sunruta cha me payascha me rasascha me kritam cha me madhu cha me saddishcha me sabidishcha me krisishcha me prishtishcha me jaitam cha ma audhityam cha me रयिश्च मे रायश्च मे पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे विभुच मे प्रभुच मे बहुच मे भूयश्च मे पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे क्षितिश्च मे भूयवाश्च मे नं च मे क्षुश्च मे बृहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे आशाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे मुक्ताश्च मे कल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मसुराश्च मे प्रियंगवश्च मे नवश्च मे श्यामाकाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे.
We said last Anuvakam Shanchame Mahischame. To understand that, you look at Mother Nature, and who do you look at? And Sun God. And when you look at the Sun God, the very first aspect that the Sun God stimulates in the Mother Nature is who? If you look at from the context of the holistic aspect, who is the one that is stimulated by the light first? Where are the Mother Earth. Mother Earth is the one that is connected in stimulation with the God Surya. In very simply speaking, because of this stimulation, that because of the light, the stimulation of the Mother Earth occurs, and because of this stimulation of the Mother Earth, what comes out? When the Mother Earth is receiving the light, you just mentioned, plants come out. Because of the plants, what do you get? Food. You understand? The context of the one that gives wealth, stimulated by the effulgence of the sun, is Mother Earth. The context of that is, there is one thing that never changes, independent of any state, and that is the sun. We talked about that last week, isn't it? Yeah? Sushachame, Sudinanchame, whatever it is, whatever is your state of conscience, there is one thing that is not changing, which is sun. He is constantly illuminating, constant effulgence. We may be sleeping, but the sun never sleeps. We may be engaged in so many things, but the sun never changes. If he changes, then we will be all doomed. You understand? So the one that is never changing is the sun. The one that is never changing, that never changes, is called Satya, the truth. Trikala Bhashyam Satyam. Independent of any time, independent of any state, the one that never changes is Satyam. Satya means that. Satya means the one that never changes ever. Constant and ever present. That is Satya. And this Satya is Sun. And this Satya internally for us is the spirit, the soul. What is outside is what is inside. What is outside is the radiant sun, and that is the one that never changes. What is inside is our Atma, the supreme spirit that never changes. Huh? Swami therefore explains this, how very beautifully he explains. He's saying, this is my book. You say, my book. This is my book. You say, I am book. You don't say that. Do you say that? You don't say, I am book. What do you say? This is my book. That means me and my book are separate. This is my hand. Therefore, me and my hand are separate. Like that. So whatever we are saying, this is my, but you don't say, this is my sleep. What do you say? I am sleeping. When you are engaged in action, what do you say? I am listening. I am talking. I am walking. I am reading. I am sleeping. Who is that I am? The I am is constant all the time with any activity that you are talking about. Everything you say, I am, I am, I am, I am. This I am is what is called as Satya. That is the Atma. The I am is what is doing everything. Not you. What is doing it? I am. You sleep and you wake up and you say, I am sleeping, or I have slept. Right? Did you say when you sleep, you don't know many things around you that is happening, but can you get up and say, everything around me didn't exist when I am sleeping? No. The I am is existing all the time. The one that is existing all the time, that I am consciousness, is what is called as I-N-G, ing. I and G, God. I-N-G, ing. I am is always I and am. That I am consciousness is I, and that I is always constantly accompanied by and means N, we say, right? And is N. I and G, G is God. Being, be, I and God. This I that we are talking about, ING, is the bank with which I do business. So this is a good advertisement for them. So ING means I and God. That's why we say ing. Everything is ing. So it is not you that is doing it. There is something that is making you do it, and that G is God. And I always precedes, is always accompanied by that. Like that, the sun god is accompanied by the mother nature around him all the time. And this particular Anuvakam, which is following about the effulgence of the sun god, Satya, it means the truth. Bha means effulgence. Ma means the mother that is stimulated by the effulgence of the truth. That is Satyabhama. Satyabhama means that. Satyabhama means the mother that is stimulated and gives you wealth by the effulgence of the truth. And that's why Mother Earth's temple was built in Puttaparthi, because the God himself, Satya himself, decided to come to Puttaparthi. Before he came, Satyabhama's temple was established in Puttaparthi. If you understood what is the significance of that, I shared with you, I think, one of the satsangs. Swami coming in my dream and asking me, is there a temple anywhere for Satyabhama in the world? I said, no. Then he said, it is only in Puttaparthi. Why do you think it is in Puttaparthi? Because before the God's avatar came, his grandfather Kondamaraju was told by Venkavadhuta that Mother Earth is praying for God. So establish a temple for Mother Earth first, and that is Satyabhama, and then the Lord has arrived as Satyanarayana, Satya Sai Baba. So if you look at what is this Mother Earth providing is described in this, to sustain our body. Our body is Mother Earth. Our body is Mother Earth. Our ability to do all these actions stimulated by the effulgence, the Atman within us, that is the Satya, that is the truth. That is not changing anytime. In all these things that we are doing, what is constant? I am is constant. And what is constant that I am is nothing but the Atman. I am is God. If anybody asks you who is What is Atma? People use the word Atma. What does Atma mean? You should be very simply say, I am is Atma. I am is Atma. Body may come and go, but the I am remains. Your father may die after 80 years, 90 years or 70 years, whatever. But the love and the presence of that father and the mother remains with you forever, and that is I am. So you should not, when you connect to the love of the mother, whose body may not be existing right now, you wouldn't cry anymore because you feel the love of the mother. What is gone is the body. Swami actually shared this with me very beautifully. When I went 1 year after my father's departure, I won't bore you with my personal stuff. He came and asked, he was standing in front of me, he was asking somebody, Appa Engada, he was asking, since he was asking in Tamil, I thought he was not talking to me, so I kept quiet, I was just looking up at him like that. And then next time he asked, Appa Yelli, he was asking Kannada, I said, that is not for me. Then suddenly he looked down and he said, Naan ekkadra, he asked me. Then I said, Swami, that was after my father's first anniversary, and then I said, Swami, Nanna ledu poyar. I said, father is not there, he is gone. He slapped me. He said, father didn't go anywhere. How long you have left the home, he asked me. Almost 30 years I have not been living at home. For 30 years when you are not living in your father's presence, did you ever think your father was not there? Why do you say father is not there now? Father is there always. His love is there always. You should never say he has gone somewhere. He said, poindi nanna kadu, poindi body, he said. What is same thing even with Swami? Where is Swami gone? Nowhere. He is with us all the time. Why do we say that Swami is no longer there? What stupidity it is to say Swami is no longer there. Right now, right here, when we are in this satsang, he is there. How long we have come here and prayed on a Sunday, putting a chair for him, asking him to come and sit down. Did we ever see the body in that chair? No, but he is always there. How can we now say that Swami is gone somewhere? You cannot. But to sustain the body, what are the materials that the Supreme provides is what is described in this. Why I came to that, I don't know, but he made me say that. But the point of when the Mother Earth is stimulated, that Mother Earth's stimulation is first and foremost is Urchame. Urcha means abundant energy, not ordinary energy. Urcha means abundant energy. And that abundant energy is what the Mother Earth is getting first. Now this Anuvakam is all about Mother Earth. The previous Anuvakam is all about the God Son. Urchame. Then Soonrutachame. Soonrutam means, I mentioned to you last, what is Rutam? Yeah? Experiential knowledge. Soonrutachame. From this abundant energy comes the experience of something.
Actually, the Hindi word urja is energy.
Yes, yeah.
Nuclear energy is nuclear urja.
Urja, yeah. Abundant energy, not urcha means abundant energy. This abundant energy, it is always existing, but now it is manifested into something that is Soonrutachame. Now we can experience that abundant energy. How do you experience that abundant energy? Something has to happen for us to experience it, right? Similarly, current is everywhere. To know that the current is there, you need to turn the switch on when the fan rotates, then you say, current is there. But then, in India, right, when the fan is stopped rotating, they say, current poindi. Current ekkadiki poledu. Current did not go anywhere. Current is always there. But what happened? It stopped flowing. Therefore it is gone. It is not gone. Is it gone? Current poledu. The fan stopped rotating because current is not coming into the fan anymore. So when the fan is rotating, you know current is there. When the fan is not rotating, current is there, but you don't say current is there. You will say current is gone. No, current did not go anywhere. So abundant energy is there, but to experience something should happen. When you don't experience, how do I know the power of God is there? How do I know that God is there? Only because you see Him? No. You experience Him, then you know God is there. When you don't see Him, you say, oh, body is not. Why? Because you stopped experiencing interaction with that body. But experience with the body is not what it is. Experience with your own self is then when you know, yes, He is there. He is flowing through me. He is talking through me. He is walking through me. He is doing all these things through me. When you don't experience any of that stuff, then you know He stopped working through me. Every one of us that is seeing, talking, walking, doing all that stuff, we should never say God is not there. Because if He is not there, you wouldn't be doing all these things. Urchame, soon rutachame. Now that energy is experienced. And when that is experienced, what is coming? Payaschame. Payaha means milk. Milk is coming. When the milk is there, from the milk, in the milk there is rasa, means what is to be experienced. When the milk is there, the essence of the milk is not just the milk. From the milk is coming so many different things. What is coming from the milk? Ghee. What else is coming? Curd. What else is coming? Butter. So many things are coming from the milk. What is embedded in the milk but it is not expressed is rasaschame. You wouldn't say, okay, if you say, Swami explains it very beautifully, you don't drink milk and say, okay, now I ate butter. Do you? You don't drink milk and say, oh, now I ate curd. No. Curd is separate, milk is separate, butter is separate, ghee is separate. But where are they coming from? Milk. Do you drink a glass of milk and say, now I ate my yogurt? No. But you know that when that milk is cultured, it expresses so many other things. That is rasaschame. Similarly, God is like that. God is in everyone. God is the milk. But it is expressed as a shaker, it is expressed as a jagan, it is expressed as somebody else. Now, God is there everywhere. But you don't say, God is there everywhere, therefore shaker is equal to jagan. No, you don't say that. Butter is separate from milk, but yet milk is the essence from which butter is coming out. You don't say butter is equal to curd. People will think you are crazy, isn't it? The experience that you get from it is the ananda, that is rasa. Raso vai saha. God is therefore is called ananda, that you get by experiencing Him through that milk, that is rasaschame. And this rasa, Swami explains, another example, metaphor he gives very beautifully is, if you eat, sugar cane, if you eat gulab jamun, if you eat Mysore pak, if you eat chocolate, if you eat all these things, what are you experiencing? Yeah, isn't it? Why can't you simply take some sugar and put in your mouth and say, now I ate some chocolate, now I ate, do you do that? No. You want to eat all these different things, but the one experience behind all these things is sweetness. And that sweetness is God. And the expression of all these other things is the diversity. The one expressed in many, to be experienced by the human, that is unity in diversity. Therefore, our stupidity to think that everybody should be like us is stupidity. Then you won't experience God in so many different ways. Would you? If everybody looks like Shaker, then what is the life? There is no fun in life. If everybody looks white in color, what's the fun? No fun. There are brown, there are black, there are yellow, there are all these different colors. But we should always remember the sweetness of experience of all these different faiths, all these people, etc. That is rasa. Sagdhischame. Then when what is happened? Payaschame, rasaschame. And that rasa, the sweetness in the milk is expressed as ghritanchame. Ghritam means ghee. Yes?
Swami's quote about people and different personalities.
Yeah.
Says people are different because I created them according to my liking. I mean, Swami's liking.
Yes.
Different personalities is also Swami's quote.
Yes. Different personalities are the one who has no birth has decided to become many. And that is what is described in Vedas as Ajayamano Bahudha Vijayate. Ajaya, the one who has no birth, Mano, who has no birth. Bahudha Vijayate, has decided to be born as many. Okay? That is called avatar. Swami asked, I asked Swami recently, Swami, what is the significance of Mahasamadhi? Very simply he put, Sai in all is avatar. All in Sai is Mahasamadhi. All in Sai is Mahasamadhi. Means what? The finite becoming infinite is Mahasamadhi. The infinite becoming finite as that 5'3" body is avatar. So when we in the context of this, what we are learning today, Payaha means milk. Rasa means the experience of beauty of the milk is rasaschame. Ghritanchame, how is it experienced? As ghee. Madhuchame means honey, sweetness. Madhu also means sweetness. So you can now you see the same word is interpreted in so many different ways. In the context, Madhu here means honey, but Madhu also means sweetness. What is the sweetness? Sweetness is the experience. And what is the experience? It is coming in various things that is coming from what you drink. Orange juice, grape juice, this juice, that juice. All these juices at the end of the day are giving the same experience of sweetness. Only 5 experiences of taste. Sweet, sour, umami, bitter, astringent. 5 experiences of food. That's all. Hello. You can't, Aru Rasalante. There are only 6 rasas that are present. Means taste. And the taste buds that are present on our tongue are only 5 different types of receptors. Saltiness. Yeah, that's the 6th one. Yeah? Sweet, salt, umami, bitter, astringent, and sour. 6 different tastes only. There is no 7th different taste. Only 6 different tastes so far human can experience, either alone or in combination. But for that, how much tapatraya we have. How much tapatraya we have. Huh? Anywhere we go, pehle bhojan, baat mein bhajan. Huh? How much it is so simple, but yet we want to make it as complex as possible. So very simply, Swami said, God is simple, everything else is complex. When you experience that sweetness, rasaschame, ghritanchame, madhuchame, the sweetness, sagdhischame, this experience of the sweetness of God, sagdhischame, you have to share it and eat it with everybody. Sagdhischame means to share this experience. And that is the point of it. When God gives something, it is only to be shared, nothing else. Sagdhischame, you have to share it and eat it with others. Sapitischame, you have to drink it with others. You have to eat it with others, share it with others. You have to, that is what is called satsang, the sweetness of experience of God. Now you can see when you read in the book what they write is only the literal meaning. What is inside it is what we are talking about. That will not be explained in the books. That is what is called as the antarardha, the encrypted meaning. So urchame, the abundant energy that is expressed in the context of experience around us, shunrutachame, that is actually what is the juice, payaschame, then rasaschame, which is inside it, sagdhischame, expressed in various ways, has to be shared as and to be eaten with others, to be drinking with others. Eating with others, drinking with others, we do all the rest of the stuff. Party, no problem at all. That is all we do. Friday night party, Saturday afternoon party, Saturday evening party, Sunday morning again party, Sunday evening again party. Sunday evening we all get together and we cry, why is Monday coming? And Friday evening then we say, thank God it is Friday. And Saturday same people, same thing, same satsang, same batakani, and everything the same only. But when are we sharing this experience of the divine that we have experienced? Not the wine we are experiencing. We share the wine with others, cheers, cheers. But are we sharing the divine that we are experiencing with others? To experience the divine with others is Sagdhischame, Sapitischame. And this, not only that, Krushischame, to work together to experience the divinity. When we work together, that's the next one, right? Yeah, Krishischame. Krishi means? I just said work with others. Karshayati iti Krishnaha. The one who actually works very hard is Krishna. Akarshayati iti Krishnaha. The one who attracts is Krishna. Krishiyati iti Krishnaha. The one who is working hard is Krishna. But for us, Krishna is very different guy. We think Krishna is this guy that is stealing butter from everywhere. Krishna is the playful lad that has no other business than taking away the clothes of the women that are taking a bath in the river. All this stuff is, even there, we apply our dirty mind to everything, even related to God. Where is this dirty aspect of looking at God with dirty mind? Is because not the God is dirty. When you are wearing blue glasses, everything else looks blue only. When you wear green glasses, everything looks green only. Take out the glasses. If you have the real good vision, you will see what is the exact color. But if you have color blind, you can't even see the green and the red and the blue separate from each other. So you see, very different experience of God is very similar to that. When we look at God, we try to impose our own perception of who God is upon him, but he has none of this stuff you think he has. It is your own reaction, reflection, resound. That is what it is. Krishischame means, first one, Sagdhischame, share it, eat it with others. Sapitischame, drink it with others. Krishischame, work with others and experience it. Sahana bhavatu. Sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahe. You have to work together to experience the divine. That's what the monkeys did. They had to come together and work together to experience the divinity of Sri Rama. You understand? Krishischame. Then Vrishtischame. Vrishti. Vrishti means the grace of the God will then begin to shower upon everybody. Vrishti. The grace will be dumped like a downpour of rain. Vrishtischame. But in order to do that, what you have to do? You have to take the abundant energy that is within you, express it in various ways, experience it first, bring it out, share it with others, drink it with others, work it out with others. Then His grace will flow like a vrishti. Vrishti means downpour of rain. Jaitranchama audbhidyanchame. Jaitram, then conquest. Jaitram means conquer, winning over. What do you win over? Not others, yourself. All the vices you will conquer. Jaitranchama audbhidyanchame. Audbhidyanchame means what? The more you empty and empty and empty, the more He will fill and fill and fill. But if you keep it with yourself and the pot is full, can He fill it anymore? No. Empty everything that He has given. Then what happens? More and more and more He will give. So much more that you will not be able to understand. Why in the world are you pouring all this stuff into me? Oh, you fool, I am giving all this knowledge to you so that you can only share, share, share and care by sharing. That's all it is. Nothing else. Not because you are some great guy or anything like that. The person who empties the most, nobody and nothing will be given the most. And the nobody, last week I told, no? Nobody in this world is happy. When you are nobody, you are very happy. Nothing means everything. Purnanchame, full, complete. Jaitranchama, Audbhidyanchame, Raischame. Somebody raised their hand. I don't want their hand to hurt. Oh yeah, Mamira. Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt. I'll ask you.
No, empty it. Okay.
Sharing with everybody, doing things with everybody, you were saying. Before that, don't we have to come alone, be alone to get this? Because
Yes.
one whole Bhagavad Gita chapter, Krishna is talking about how to be alone and practice, meditate, and then is it required to be alone to get to
That's exactly what this Anuvakam is saying. Urchame, abundant energy. Sunrutachame, experience it first. Then what happened? Sunrutachame, payaschame, then you are able to drink it yourself. Rasaschame, then you will experience the sweetness. Nigamatal pataror galitam. Shukhamukhad amrutadrava sammitam. Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho bhuvi bhavuka. When Bhagavan Vyasa was asked to summarize what is Bhagavatam, he expressed this very beautifully. If you take the essence of all the scriptures as a beautiful mango tree, a very big tree, Nigama talpa taror galitam, it is all the scriptures, the Vedas, everything has come out as a mango tree. Experience that. Then what happened? Then there is a mango on the top of it. And this mango is now ripe. When this mango is ripe, then a parrot will come and hit it. When the parrot comes and hit it, you may or may not have the teeth to eat the mango, experience its rasam or the beautiful essence of it. If you just sit below the tree and you just put your mouth open, the mango juice will fall straight into your mouth. Just sit there, enjoy the shade, relax, and drink the beautiful mango juice that is coming from the mango tree. This is Bhagavatam. You have to experience it first. Without experiencing first, what happens is what you share is hollow. It has no context to it. And once you experience what God is and you feel Him, then when you sit and talk about it, everybody else around you will experience the same thing. Otherwise, chumma chanting, chumma talking.
like how we are experiencing now?
I don't know. He's sitting here. So when he's sitting here, automatically all of that happens. Sunrutachame, payaschame, rasaschame. People don't understand why they have to come to the center. When 10 devotees come here and experience and they share it together with the people, which fool wants to go sit in their home and not come into this shade of this mango tree and not drink it day in and day out? And this mango tree is the Sai Center. And what we are experiencing through service, through adoration, and sharing this in illumination, this is the context of a Sai Center. It doesn't matter how many people come, how many people don't come. 10 people come or 2 people come or 3 children will come who are listening like this, Swami will first come because he doesn't want to disappoint his devotees. 1 devotee is enough for him. Why? Barrels of donkey milk. 1 spoonful of cow milk is what is used for Abhishekam. If you bring barrels of donkey milk, ask it to pour on lingam, nobody will pour it. They'll say, please take it home. If you bring 1 small cup of cow milk, that's what they pour. And that is the Saddhischame, Sapitischame, Krishischame, Vrishtischame. Then his grace will shower. Vrishtischame, Jaitranchama. Then what happens? You conquer yourself. Audbhidyanchame. More thoughts will come. More positive thoughts will come. More positive actions will come. Raischame. Rai means gold. Transformation will happen. You become Hiranyagarbha. That's when he calls you Bangaru. Then he'll pick you and he will say, Bangaru Achava. He will say, Bangaru this, Bangaru that. Raischame. Huh? Correct? Am I going in the right direction? Hello? Raischame. Raischame is, Rai means gold or treasure. Rayaschame means the one who owns that. That's why God is called Rayaru. In Kannada they call God as Rayaru. Rayaru bandidare. Rayaru means the Lord of that treasure. Raischame, Rayaschame. Then Pushtam. Pushti means abundance. Pushti means that abundance translated into nourishment. If you really have a fantastic nutritious food sitting in your home and you don't have the ability to digest it, what is the point of having all that nourished food? I can't eat, sir, gastric problem, acidity problem, this problem, that problem. I think we have to stop at that point because there's medical class now, right? Yeah. So now you see who is providing this. All this is the experience of the Mother Earth, Satyabhama. Now you see how incredible, how many different ways you can take the same Anuvakam and connect it with so many vectors. And none of this is related to any religion. Everything that I am talking about is that there is no religious context to this. It's everything that we are talking about is human experience of the divine. And that is called, that human experience of the divine is called Veda. Know that by knowing which you shall know everything. That is called Veda. Let's close it. Next week, yes, we have class. We will continue. Please practice this at home, together with your children. Don't let it go. You are all chanting very beautifully. Let's now experience. Now it comes only through chanting and chanting and chanting and chanting. At some point what happens is the mind has to turn inside. It will ask the question, why am I doing Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Finally what it will do is it will decode Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. What it means, it decodes. Simply putting Rama on a Vyasapitam, putting some flowers on it, garland on it, will not do any good. It's like just having fantastic food in your refrigerator and you never take it, warm it and eat it. It is exactly that. Simply chanting Ramayana does not mean anything else. Simply chanting scriptures does not mean anything else. We have to dig into that Raischame, treasure, Rayaschame, own that treasure. Bring that Ramayana inside, into your heart. Bring this chanting of the Rudram inside, into our heart. Experience it, then go out and share it. Om Shanti 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 Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam